You're live.
Hi everyone, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. It's crochet day today. Well, woolly day today. It's crochet day. Hope you're all okay. Hope everyone's all right. It's still a grey old day here. Not happy still. Still no sunshine, which is I'm not impressed with at all. Not for July. I know we had an amazing lockdown, but really, come on now. I need some sunshine. So today we're going to do some crochet, and we're going to make these some little hanging pods, which I'm going to take you through some options in a moment, and some patterns and things, and we're going to have a go at making one. What have I got to tell you? What have we got to tell you? There's more stuff gone into the job lot clearance section, bolt ends of fabric on our website. So it's in the sale clearance section, and then there's two like little subcategories, and one of them is called job lots. So there's quite a few bits gone into there that that are like 1.5 meters or 2 and a bit meters on there. So there's some job lots gone on. If anybody it needs back-ins for fabric or anything like that, that's a really good place to have a little look because they're really reduced. So there's that. What else have we got to tell you? Oh, I've spoken to my Moda rep about that block of the day thing they're doing in October. We're definitely going to do a second colourway. Okay, we're going to do like a blues and teals turquoise colourway as well. So I'll have more details and price and all that for you hopefully tomorrow. So it's all right. Chandra's thrown a bit of a spanner in the works on me literally about an hour ago. So my brain's a little bit like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because I've just found out I've got a lot more sewing to do, which I thought we were almost ready, and we're really not going to be now. So yeah, that's threw a bit of a spanner in the works. So how is everybody? Who's coming online? Who's there today?
We got Suzanne, we got Linda, we got Eileen, Grace, Sheila, Sandra.
Fab. Lovely.
Loads of people.
Lovely. Hi everybody. Thanks for joining us again. What else have I got to tell you? There's something else I have to tell you as well. We're hopefully going to do another raffle. That's hopefully going to start at the weekend. We'll sort that out. To do another raffle now the shop's open and we've got a bit more time to sort that. We will get another raffle started ready for the weekend because I know you guys like the raffles, which is good. There was something else as well I was going to tell you. I've forgotten. It'll come to me and I'll suddenly be like, that's what it is. So we're going to make some of these little hanging pods. Okay, so they are really quite cute. All right. So originally they were designed to put like one of those little air plants, the little air plants, and you hang them up on the wall and you have your little air plant in there because they don't need water or anything, do they, the air plants? And I've done them. Did a few of these last night. They're very quick to make up actually. They probably only took me about 35-40 minutes to do each one. There's lots of different patterns out there. The one I actually went with a paid pattern. I paid for the pattern because I liked this one. Of all the ones I looked at, I think I paid £3.25 for the pattern on Etsy. It's from Crochet Affair, and it was called Air Plant Crochet Crazy. Was the cozy, not crazy. It's about right today for me. Cozy. If you Google that, or you can find her at Etsy shop, you can get the pattern. But there are lots of patterns out there. You might be able to find a free one. I just saw this one and I liked it. It was one that it was really easy to follow. It went together really quickly, and for £3.25, she spent her time designing them and everything, so I don't mind paying for a pattern now and then. So this is the one I went with. I like the fact that depending on what size yarn you use, you do exactly the same pattern. All of these different sizes came from the same pattern. You can absolutely play with the pattern as well, so that is just double knit with a 4mm hook and the pattern, okay, which is really little diddy one, okay. But if you did say 3 of them and hung them on the wall and had like a little air plant in them, I think it would be really cute. Really nice little bit of decoration. I then did that one, which is exactly the same amount of stitches. It was double knit, but I used 2 strands of double knit. Okay, so it's come out bigger. I still used a 4mm hook, although you could go up to 5 if you're using double strand. But it's given it's much stiffer, and it's given it more body than that one. It's kind of holding its shape a little bit more. Okay, I then thought, right, I want to go big, so I've used some of the, again, we've got this in the shop, the Stylecraft Special XL, which you use a 10mm hook with. And that made this size. Again, exactly the same amount of rounds and everything, but it made that size, which I thought would be mega, mega cute. In like kids' rooms, you could make a load of them and put them in your kids' rooms, and they could put all like their. This is the little Cthulhu that I made Josh. He's 25, but he wanted a Cthulhu, so I made him a little one. He's very battered now, but I think the dog might have had a little chew on him. But it was just a little toy. But you could put like some of your kids' stuffed toys in there, or you could do them in really bright colours. And they'd be nice. I think they'd be nice. They'd also be kind of nice, I think, in the hallway. So for like dropping your keys into, because I'm forever dabbing my keys down. So actually, if you did some like by the front door, you could like drop your keys and stuff into them as well. But exactly the same pattern, just depending on what size yarn you use, comes out massively in sizes. And this one was the last one that I did last night, and I used some leftover sock yarn. Hang on, let me grab it. I've just realised I didn't pick it up. So I used, I think this is a bamboo actually. These were little scraps that I had left over from when I've made socks and things. So that's a sock yarn, so that's a 4-ply, and that's just a double knit, but I double stranded it, did it double, and I did, instead of doing it all in doubles, I've done it in half trebles, and so it's come out a weeny bit bigger again. I actually think that I quite like some for the bathroom actually, to put like cotton wool pads in, and I've got some reusable ones as well. They'd be quite nice for those, hung in the bathroom, because because they're all cotton, they're all wool. You can chuck them in to wash and stuff. But I quite liked that together actually, those two together, and I've made that, and I've still got all that left over. I could probably make another 2 or 3 out of those. So yeah, but yeah, like originally they were designed, like I was saying, for air plants. Okay, and if you have a little look on Google, well, you can see there. I don't know if you can see on that pattern. It's obviously in black and white because I was saving my ink. You can see she's got an air plant in it up on the wall, and I just thought there's lots of different uses for these. Brilliant for kids' rooms, I think. Be good for your sewing rooms as well. If you're lucky enough to have a sewing room and stuff, you could. Ooh. We made this, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent now, but I'm having a thought. I was thinking for your sewing rooms and all, you could have some on the wall and like keep all like threads and stuff in them, just to decorate. But if you made this bigger, so it slipped over your wrist, you could actually put your ball of wool in there as you're crocheting, as a, have it around your wrist. You could just make this much bigger and do it as a wrist, like a wrist carrier. Obviously I can't get my wrist through that, but if that was on my wrist, it would hold your wool as you were knitting or sewing, knitting or crocheting. Another thought for you. Anyway, sorry, that was a little bit of a random tangent. So, before we get going, who's there? Anybody there?
Answers. Could you do 3 hangings, one after the other on a string?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely. You could do that, couldn't you? If you did them in different stitches, so like, a half treble and then maybe a double, so they were different sizes, like teardrop shapes, like that. Yeah, and you could do maybe a chain of crochet or some string or something and just hang them. That might be quite nice. Or in the window. If you had like one of those little air plants or something, you could have them in the window. So, yeah, why not have 2 or 3 of them all hung down in a line? Definitely. So yeah, that was just some ideas, okay? So we're going to have a little go at these today. It's not very, there's only 12 rounds to it, and they actually, like I said, made up really quickly. Should I try and do it in the... I'm going to try and do one in the big thick yarn, because hopefully you'll be able to see it a lot better actually. Let me try and do that for you guys. It's not quite as easy as it's not quite as fast as a double knit for me, but... Sorry, slurping my tea. We're silly busy in the not necessarily, well, customers, yes, but click and collect orders as well as we had a wrap in and just then Hachanda, so it's all been a bit crazy. Right. Okay, right, let me just make some space. I just wanted to show you this as well. So Linda Austin, who's one of our crochet ladies, made me this. Isn't she delicious? I just absolutely love her. I really do. And she's so neat. I just love her. So just thought I'd show you that because I thought it was cute. Okay, so we are going to start with a magic ring. Okay, so Drew, nice and close up for me, please, hun. So fingers, make a cross like that, open my fingers and pull through. Okay, so we've got my magic ring, and as always I always just do one chain just to anchor it all down. All right, now hopefully you're going to be, because it's really big chunky wool, you'll be able to see this nice and easily. Okay, so I'm going to put 6 double crochets into this ring. Okay, so a double crochet is just when you go straight into the ring, pick up the yarn, so you've got 2 on my hook, round through 2. Okay, and I'm going to do that 6 times. So that's 2. Oh, move that along. I don't know if this is going to work because I tend to work too fast with a chunky. Oh no, see, I'm doing trebles. Hang on. Do you know what? I'm going to do it on the smaller. It'll be so much easier. Trying to do it at this stretched angle towards the camera is not easy. Right, so magic ring. Here we go, like that. Okay, and a chain to anchor it. Okay, and then I'm going to put 6 doubles in here. So straight in, pull up through both. So that's 1. Okay, I'm trying to get my fingers right. Straight in, pull up. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I'm just going to turn Sherlock down because he's really, really loud. If I can hear him, you guys definitely can. So let me just turn him down. As much as I love Benedict Cumberbatch, he's too loud in the background. Okay, so we're gonna. I'll go grab it. These. Sorry, I wasn't very organised, was I, this morning? There we go. Okay. So these aren't worked in rows, these are worked continuously as a spiral, so you're going to need a stitch marker of some sort, okay? So once you put 6 in, you're going to pull up the tail like that, okay, like that, and you want to put a stitch marker in number 6, okay, that last stitch. So put my stitch marker in. Sorry, I'm trying to do this so you guys can see. It's very difficult doing it all to camera. There we go, so into number 6, okay? So my first row is an increase row. Now you're not going to slip stitch to join as you would normally. We're just going to work in a spiral. So in this first stitch here, I'm going to put 2 double crochets, and you're going to put 2 double crochets into every stitch. Okay, so 1. Come on. Oh, I'm being rubbish today. 2, and then 2 in the next one. So you're going to end up with 12 stitches because you're going to put 2 in every one. So that's 2, 3 and 4. 5 and 6 are going to go into the next one. So 5 and 6. 7 and 8 in the next one because it's 2 double crochets into every stitch. So you end up with 12. Okay. 9 and 10 into that next one. And then in the last stitch, which should have the stitch holder in, you're going to take that off, stitch marker, take that out in order to put 11 and 12 in. Okay, and then you're going to put your stitch marker back in number 12. Okay, like that. So that's row 2 done. Row 3 is another increase row because we're keeping it flat at the moment. So it's going to go, we're going to put 1 double in the next stitch, and then we're going to increase, so 2 doubles in the next one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way round. Okay, so it's 1 double into the first stitch, and then 2 into the next one, because that's an increase, and then 1 in the next one, and we're going to work our way around doing that. Okay, and then 2 in the next one. So that first row is another increase row. So 1 and then 2, and you should end up with 18 stitches. Okay, and then 1 and 2 in the next. And if you've done any sort of like the baskets we did, or if you've done any sort of amigurumi, you'll be used to this because this is the way a lot of it starts. So 2 into that one. Okay, 1 into the next one, and then I'm going to take this stitch marker out to get my last 2 into. Okay, so 1 and 2, and that gives me 18 stitches. So stitch marker goes back into the last one, like, missed it, like that. Okay, right, my next row is another increase row. So this time I'm going to go 1 double crochet in the first stitch, 1 double crochet in the second stitch, and then I'm going to do an increase, so 2 double crochets in the third stitch. So it's going to go 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 all the way round. Okay, so while I'm doing this round, talk to me, ladies. Who's there, Drew?
Marilyn's joined us.
Hi, Marilyn.
B's joined us.
Hi, B.
And Sonia's joined us.
Ah, lovely. Fab. Anybody having a chat? What have you been up to? What have you been crocheting? Anybody done any crocheting this week? I saw Jen had been on the Gigglers page. She's been making some Dutch cushions.
Sandra's put, oh not Sandra, sorry. Lynn's put, hi Drew, Sarah and Drew. I couldn't put my pencil sharpener in there. Where can I find it? But this just says Seymour and I can't read it. So I can't read the whole comment.
Which Linda is it?
Head.
Linda Head, you can't find your pencil sharpener, love.
I could put my pencil sharpener in there, but I can't find it. But I can't read the rest of it.
Oh, right. Okay. She can't find half her stuff at the moment because she's doing her sewing room out. She was saying she couldn't find her rulers yesterday, so maybe it's something to do with that. Sorry, the comments are being a bit silly. You can't read the rest of the comment, hun.
It's too big for it to show her.
Right. So we're going to put 2 into that one. So we're going 1 double crochet, 1 in the next, and then 2 in the next. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 1 in the next, 1 in the next, and then if you've done your maths right, oh hang on, split the wool. See, it goes fine when I'm not talking, the minute I start to talk. So if you've done your maths right, your last one should take that stitch holder out, and that should be a 2. So 1, 2. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put that stitch marker back into there. And the next row is another increase row. So this time we're going to put 3 singles before we increase. So we're going to go 1, 1, 1. So 3 singles and then 2 into the 4th stitch. So 1, 1, and 1. So that's 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches, and then 2 into the 4th. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2. There's my 3 singles, and then 2 in the 4th. 1, 2, and then again round we go again. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the 4th. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, and there we go. All round we go again. So 1, 2, and 3, and you're just going to keep going round like this. So this is a weeny bit dull for you to watch, I'm afraid, but I need to do the base bit of it before I can show you how to make the teardrop. That's 3, and then 2 in there. 1, 2. So anybody there having a chat? What are you all up to today? Anybody doing anything interesting?
Tina said I made a sloth today, but today I had to change to mouse making as I had a lot of orders in for them this morning.
Oh, well done, lovely. We've had a lot of people ring up actually this last couple of days on the shop asking for masks, but we just don't know. We haven't got time to batch order them like that. It's we just haven't got time to make them.
Anne said making a rainbow hexagon blanket.
Ah, nice. With crochet or fabric, hun? Let me know. So that's that next round done, and then the last round is. Oh no, sorry, that's it. So that was the 3. That was right, wasn't it? Hang on, let me just count my stitches, make sure I got that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yes, there we go. So now you've got 30 stitches. Okay, and now we're going to start turning it into the sort of teardroppy shape. So in this very first stitch here, okay, we're going to put 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 3, like that. Okay, so you put 3 into 1, and then we're just going to put 1 double crochet into every other stitch. Okay, so literally just 1 into each, which means it will start to sort of cup, you know, start to grow inwards then, and start to make a cup size. So we're just doing 1 into every one.
She said crochet.
Oh, nice. Let's have a picture when see what you're doing. Okay, so I'm just going round these like this into every one all the way round. Okay, these are really quite simple to make as well. I was thinking actually they might be nice in the shop window. We could do some in the shop window. You could do like little collections of fat quarters, you know, sort of sticking out of them, or fat 8s, you know, when we roll them up. That'd be nice as a window display. Oh, let's roll some more yarn off and keep going all the way round. Okay, so there's a couple of rows that are like this, I'm afraid, which are a little bit dull for you guys to watch.
Sandra just said just ordered a few, more fabric, sorry. Started making black paws for my black bear this morning.
All right, oh lovely. Okay, take that one out and we're going to put 1 in there. So there we go, all the way round. We had that funny little 3 in the start and then put a thing there. Okay, right. Okay, so now the next round we're going to put a single crochet in that first stitch, just 1 single crochet like that, and then in the second stitch we're going to put 3 again. So 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 1 double and then 3 doubles in the same stitch. I keep saying single crochet, it's because the pattern's written in American. Sorry about that. So you're going to put 1 double crochet in the first stitch and then you're going to put 3 doubles in the second stitch, and then it's just all the way round. 1 again, just a single. Don't split your yarn, ladies. Just a single crochet all the way round. A double crochet in each one. Sorry, 1 double crochet in each one. I'm trying to say a single double crochet. That's what my brain was trying to say, and it didn't work. All the way around. So again, sorry, bit boring for you guys to watch because it's just me going round and round and round. There we go, all the way round. Okay. All the way around. Sorry, I've just realised I wasn't talking. It's because I was counting in my head. Gone very quiet there then, hadn't I? It's because I was just counting. I'd gone into a little zone then. Okay, take that one out and pop that one in there. Okay, like that. Sorry, ladies. That'd have been just complete silence then. And there we go. And that one goes into there again. That's that last stitch. And this time we're going to count 2 stitches. So we're going to put a double crochet in the first and the second. That's 1 and 2. And then we're going to put 3 in the next one. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then can you see it's starting to sort of cup a little bit, and you're starting to get this bit of a teardrop shape. Okay, so it's cupping like that, and you're starting to get that teardrop shape. And round we go again. So yeah, please do talk to me, ladies, because this is I'll drift off into a zone again otherwise. There we go. So I'm going to put 1 double crochet into each one all the way round. There we go. So all the way round. There we go again. So anybody there, Drew? Anybody having a chat?
No.
No,
Quiet.
you're quiet today, ladies. So we just found out, we had a call from Achanda to find out that the show next Friday is part of their Christmas event and they needed more Christmas items, which kind of threw all my planning out of the window, so which was a bit annoying. Oh, come on. There we go, all the way round. Like that. Okay, so I'm trying to get, this should be cupping a little bit more by now, but I think it's because it's such a soft bamboo yarn. It will cup a lot in a minute once you do a little bit of a decrease.
Anne says halfway through my blanket, but we'll show you a photo when completed.
Ah, yes please, that would be lovely. Okay, right. Getting there, guys. Like I said, it's quite difficult to demo crochet for you because there's a lot of very repetitive. Oh no, I've just lost my stitch marker. Hang on, 3, 1, 2. It must have come out of that one there. Right, that's okay. As long as I know which one it came out of. Obviously didn't click the little thing in right. Okay, so the next time we're going to go a double crochet into the next 3. So let's put that one back into that last stitch. So 1, 2 and 3, and then again 3 doubles in that top one there. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3, and I'm afraid it's all the way round again. All the way round again. So
Suzanne says I'm printing off block patterns for somebody's birthday.
oh, fair enough. Are you making a quilt for somebody's birthday, or are you giving them the patterns to do themselves? What do you fancy doing? What are you doing? Okay, so getting there all the way round. Oh, we've just seen the new Liberty that will be due in October time from our rep. It's pretty. It's really pretty. It's all based around the actual Liberty store. It's they've taken patterns from like the tiles and stuff. It's really lovely actually. I really liked it. It's really they've got like a grey colour again, but it's got a lot more dark sort of charcoal greys at this time. And they've got the most beautiful sort of like sunshiny yellow and blue range. Haven't ordered it yet because we've got to make sure that we can afford it because it's not cheap old Liberty, but it is pretty.
Anne says I like this. Could hang from the shelves in the craft room with things in.
Yeah, absolutely. They'd be really good for that. Okay, right. We're getting there. I think there's only 3 more rows actually, and you'd be surprised how it suddenly comes together. So there's my last one there. Okay. And we're going to put that one into there, pop that stitch marker into there. Okay, so this time we're going to do 4. So 1 and 1 in the next one, so that's 2, and 1 in the next one, that's 3, and 1 in the next one, that's 4. And then we're going to put 3 again in that top point, so 1, 2 and 3, all in the same point. Okay, and you can see the kind of shape starting to come now. And again, last time all the way round. Last time you've got to watch me do this. We're going to do a double crochet, just 1 double crochet in every stitch. Okay, all the way round. And here we go. There we go, all the way round like that. Okay.
Susan said to do it herself.
Ah, nice. Lovely. What colours are you going to do it in, Susie? Because I saw your blue one, it was beautiful. Because you'd mixed some like Storm at Sea blocks and all in there as well, hadn't you? Which was yummy. Really pretty. So Nearly there, nearly there. Okay. And then we can start doing a decrease. And like I said, there's 2 more rows after this one, and that's it. And then it's made. But you can see that this one's going to be quite little because I'm using this very, very soft bamboo yarn, which again was just a scrap that I had. So I'm going to take that hook out there and do my last one like that. But with this end of this row, I want to continue up. So that's actually technically my last stitch, but I want to count up another 6 stitches. So I'm going to put another double crochet in the next 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 6. Okay, and this is going to be the new end of row. So I'm going to move that stitch marker up to the top there. Okay, so next row is we're going to actually make the little hanging piece. Okay, so you're going to chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, don't split the yarn. 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, and then double crochet down into here. All right, I've actually got lipstick on that, where I managed to get lipstick on my finger when I put this in my mouth. That's ruined that, isn't it? Got little red lipstick marks. And then I'm going to do a double crochet back in that same hole. Okay, so double crochet like that.
Would they work in the shower?
They would. You'd have to regularly wash them, wouldn't you, if you put them in the shower, because they'd get wet. And then they'd get mouldy if you didn't, like dry them out in between and stuff. I think they'd go mouldy.
You can get
wouldn't
like those suction pads and you can put your shampoos in them.
Yeah. Well, you could put them against tiles. You could use them in the bathroom, but I wouldn't necessarily put them in. I don't think I'd put them because they'd be wet all the time and they'd get quite soggy, wouldn't they? So yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. But you could use them in the bathroom on the tiles away from the water. Yeah, definitely. So I've made my little chain like that. And then I'm going to do a double crochet in the next 11 stitches. Okay, so you want to count these down. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't split the yarn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of just listening to me count. 8, 9, 9, 10. And 11. Okay, like that. And then we're going to do some decreasing. Okay, so we want to do 9 double crochet decreases, double crochet 2 together. Okay, so we're going to go into the first stitch and pick up the yarn, but don't go any further. Into the second stitch, pick up the yarn like that, and then wrap and go through all 3. So that's 1 decrease. Okay, so so in, pull up, in, pull up, and that's your second decrease. Into the next stitch, pull up, into your next stitch, pull up, and then through all 3. So that's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, that's 8, and then 1 more, and you see it's starting to bring that right in now, and then 9. Okay, so there's my 9 decreases. All right, so you've ended up with this piece like that. You could do invisible decreases if you want, but actually on something like this, that's fine. And then we're going to do double crochet into the next 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. There we go, which is that one there. Okay, you can get rid of your stitch marker now. You don't need your stitch marker. Okay. We're then going to do 12 double crochets into this ring here, into the little chain, just to make it a bit sturdier. So we're going to go 1 like that, and we're going to put 12 into that round that chain. What if I don't? I keep splitting this yarn. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, and just sort of spread them out so they fit round the chain like that. And then we're going to do, you're going to miss this stitch here, okay, miss that stitch there, and you're just going to slip stitch into every stitch. And what I mean by that is you're going to insert in as if you're going to do a double crochet, but instead of wrapping again, you're just going to pull that through. And what that does is strengthen all the way around, because you're putting another layer of yarn all the way around to the edge. So you're just going to slip stitch, so there's no wrapping at the end, okay, just going to slip stitch all the way around, and you're making that edge of the little basket much stronger. Okay, so well, any comments there, Drew? Just so I'm slip stitching all the way around. Anybody there?
No.
No? Either we're not got any comments today, or you're all very quiet. You're all busy doing other stuff. Maybe everybody will watch on catch up later. So go all the way round into every stitch, just slip stitch in, just to get it all nice and neat. And like I said, you're just adding another little layer of yarn on that top edge, which strengthens everything. Okay, there we go, nearly done, all the way around. There we go, and right up to the top. Ooh. A couple more and we're nearly done. There we go. So
Tina says she's here, but also busy with masks.
Ah, that's all right, lovely. That's fine. Okay, and then you're just going to slip stitch into that final stitch there. Okay, and then you can cut your yarn and you're done. We've got the scissors. Like that. And you want to cut quite a long tail because we're going to wrap it round to finish off. Okay, so we're just going to pull that yarn through like that. Ooh, like that. Okay, and fasten off. And then we're going to use this tail. So I'm going to thread it up. I'm going to use this tail and we're going to wrap round around that top piece. So if you kind of hold it flat, okay, like there we go, and wrap it round quite a few times like that. It just kind of finishes it off nicely. And we're going to go up through there. Just going to literally just bury that end now. Okay, hopefully, sorry, my hands are all in the way, aren't they? Trying to get it at the right angle for the camera. Drew's having to work for it today, like that. And then I would just bury those ends in the back. And like I was saying earlier, you could then play with this. So rather than doing double crochets, you could do half trebles, which is what I did with the little blue and white one. You could do it with trebles. Again, that might be quite lacy looking, and you would just need to then sew in that end as well. Okay, it would be quite lacy looking with the treble, which might not hold. You know, you probably just want to do that for like kids' kids' toys, something that's not little pieces. And just bury that one as well. So bury that end. But there's nothing stopping you then having a little play with like different types of stitch, like a linen stitch or, something like that, something that's got a bit of texture to it. That might be quite nice. You could play around with them. But they are, you can see, really fast to make. What was that, about 20 minutes? Okay. And there we go. There's your little pod. Okay. But you could play around with different wools. If you wanted to make even bigger ones, you could like do double size chunky and do it on a big 15 hook or something, you know. You can see that this is that was just one strand of double, and they've come up about the same size. That one was 2 strands of double, and it's much thicker because I still did it on a full mil hook. But that one I did in, like I said, half trebles rather than doubles. I did it in half trebles, so it came up bigger again. Have a little play with them. It was just a really fun little project. I think it's brilliant for using up all your random bits of scrap. I do think they'd be quite nice actually in the shop window. We could do some, and we could put like some fat 8s and stuff in there, and little balls of like the happy cotton and all. There's a little bit of a window display. That might be quite nice. You know, like I said, this one was just out of the XL, the special XL. So nice, quick, little, easy project for you to use up all those scraps of wool that you've got hanging around. I do think if you like air plants, they would look fabulous with a little air plant in. You could have a little row of them hung up. So that's cocoon pods or crochet pods, whatever you want to call them. Thanks for joining us. We're back tomorrow with Block of the Week. And I've got some new projects to show you as well, which is lovely. So we've had some new new fabric and bits come in, so I've got some fabric to show you. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Any last minute questions or anything there before we go, Liv?
Kathy says beautiful. Thanks for sharing.
That's all right, my pleasure. No problem.
No, that's it.
Cool, lovely. Fab. I'll see you all tomorrow then. See you tomorrow for some Block of the Week. Take care. Bye.